To be selected class valedictorian. This honor represents not only the high academic standing of a student, but also the respect teaching faculty and especially students have for the chosen individual. The student is chosen as valedictorian based on strong academic performance as well as involvement in the school and in the community. In short, the valedictorian is a well-rounded and exemplary member of the graduating class. Representing the graduating class of 2014 is Kyle. You've already heard lots about him during the scholarship presentation, but please welcome to the stage your valedictorian, Kyle Mooney.
Okay, so I just need to find my speech really quick. Yacht club speech, well that's not very appropriate. Country club speech, a bit better. No. Okay, speech where I was going to mention Manny Minhas. Manny, are you out there? Can you please stand up for me, please? Do you mind turning around? Oh wait, yeah, can you turn around for us, please? Now I'm just going to stop you there, man. You're not exactly what we're looking for. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't. I love you, man. It's okay. Okay. Good evening, fellow graduates, beloved families, and our teachers. Before I begin, I would like to thank all those who have made this evening possible and those who have guided this graduating class to this goal, graduation. Without the support of our families and teachers, I am sure many of us, including myself, would not be standing here today. Regarding standing and those sitting, as I look out at our beautiful graduating class, I know each and every one of you has as much right to stand here as I do. I am honored to be bestowed with such a privilege, and as I proceed with my speech today, I will encompass the stories of the graduates of 2014, the teachers that changed us, the lessons we learned, and the future that awaits us. Our journeys began not in the halls of Abbotsford Traditional Secondary, but rather a small wood shop adjacent to them. It was the summer of 2009, just before the end of the grade 8 school year, where we met Mr. Barden. We grew accustomed to Mr. Barden, a man of few words, for he allows his mustache to do most of his talking. Yet beyond the imposing facial hair was a teacher who helped us transition from middle school to high school. Above all, Mr. Barden taught us humility. As seniors of the middle school, we felt accomplished and on our way. However, that weekly march through the high school would say otherwise. Today it would seem we are mirrors of our grade 8 counterparts, once again feeling accomplished and on our way. Our goals stand within this world, like Mr. Barden's classroom within our high school. The march through the hall may be daunting, but it is this journey that prepares us. It was teachers like Mr. Barden, the ones that worked in silence and in the plain sight, that nurtured our desire to learn and kept us on our toes. In Mrs. Van Cleek's case, it was literally on our toes and on our desks, as we had the misfortune of encountering a mouse from Lindsay Hughes' backpack during our grade 10 math class. I still remember Sean Bass screaming, like a little girl. Nonetheless, the knowledge we absorb from the teachers of Abbotsford Traditional Secondary remind us there you go, I want to take this off, I can't do this. Okay. Remind us of the opportunities it leaves for us. Is my hair all messy? I'm gonna spike it up for you. Okay. And it is only from doing, not waiting, that we maximize the potential of these opportunities. We are taught everyone has the ability to succeed with the knowledge provided. However, it is the great teachers, like Mrs. Taves and Mr. Cuthbertson and all the other teachers of Abbotsford Traditional Secondary, which know how to extract this knowledge from us and help us realize our true genius. Even with all that we have learned, the most valuable lesson Abbotsford Traditional Secondary has taught us is to be unique. Despite the uniforms and the classroom conformities, we are a diverse group, rich with potential. We push ourselves outside our comfort zones, whether it is at the Vancouver Aquarium, taking selfies with strangers, Dave and Dylan, or displaying our amazing dance skills in front of the entire class, Jake Gibson. By the way, I still want a rematch on that. I've been working on my moves. Okay, I urge and encourage the graduating class of 2014 to continue this uniqueness wherever they decide to embark with it. Being pushed beyond what is known has allowed us to grow stronger as friends and create new relationships. Even for me, up until grade 11, I was a timid student struggling to solve the Rubik's Cube that is high school. It was only when I decided to do something radical and beyond what I was accustomed to that I was able to accomplish this. It was only when I decided to associate with new people and new ideas and new groups of influence that I realized I was so much more than what was expected of me. In January of 2013, I decided to be part of Abbotsford Traditional Secondary's musical theater production. Even though my contributions were small, the feelings it invoked were immense. Even though I was reluctant to join, I built amazing friendships with amazing people and strengthened existing ones with friends I should have given more credit to. I credit this moment as a turning point in my high school career, a new desire to live within the unknown. No longer could I be afraid, for fear is born from the thought of failure. As I lowered my walls and accepted more into my life, the negative feelings associated with my actions no longer became an issue. I became free. I owe this to my loving parents, my gracious teachers, and my wonderful friends, all of whom have made these past 4 years unforgettable. And even though we may become lost outside our comfort zones, or stray from the path we are destined for, like how a troop of grade 8 boys may get lost in the woods of Vancouver Island, Xavier Pander and Jimmy Gill, if we endure, there will also be a light, but in our case a teacher, to lead us back on that path. But it is not that teacher's job to carry us, it is our job to seek that light out and follow it. It was not long ago that the light we are bathing in now was merely a speck foreseen in the tunnel that is life. As we leave the halls of Abbotsford Traditional Secondary, the halls which have molded us from soft clay into great works of art and intrigue, I hope my fellow graduates all do so smiling. The universe returns what it receives. If we put forth joy and humility for others, the light which illuminates from our future will become our greatest ally on our darkest paths. Our respective journeys have begun, and this is merely the end of the beginning. A moment to understand that the human face has limited space. If we fill it with laughter, there will be no room left to cry. So my fellow graduates, do not mourn what is changing. Live within this moment and receive this new world with a smile. Congratulations, class of 2014.
Incredible words of maturity and wisdom. You really picked the right fellow.